Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 29 in the KJV for April 29, 2023. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. The king by judgment establisheth the land, but he that receiveth gifts overthroweth it. A man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. In the transgression of an evil man there's a snare, but the righteous doth sing and rejoice. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth to not to know it. Scornful men bring a city into a snare, but wise men turn away wrath. If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there's no rest. The bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek the bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul. A fool uttereth all his mind, but the wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. If a ruler hearkeneth to lies, all his servants are wicked. The poor and the deceitful man meet together, and the Lord lighteneth both their eyes. The king that has faithfully judged the poor, his throne shall be established forever. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give thee delight unto thy soul. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. A servant will not be corrected by words, for though he understand, he will not answer. Seest thou a man hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him. He that delicately bring up his servant from a child shall have him become his son at the length. An angry man stirreth up strife, and a furious man aboundeth in transgression. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Whoso is partner with a thief hateth his own soul. He heareth cursing, and bewrayeth it not. The fear of a man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment comes from the Lord. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Okay, so this is like take 4. I didn't get to do this in time. I did back-to-back shifts, and then the rain came down, so I didn't exactly have a bright moment, but I knew I could come to my spot later tonight. So 1 in the morning, this is like take 4 or 5. I'm just stumbling through a lot of these ifs and like double and then the lives. So I'm just super duper tired. I got a couple hours of sleep last night. Up, go to the men's meeting, for breakfast, which, yeah, I told the guys today, a praise report, because I was praying for another group of men, and I was invited to that, so really enjoying that. Church tomorrow, house church tomorrow. Don't know what else. I'm talking about Discovery Bible also. Maybe alternating weeks. Anyhow, nothing really super jumping out at me here. Just love wisdom. The big thing for me is I had to come home in between, and that's partially why I missed my deadline for midnight, is had to put the kids to bed. It's like, gotta have a talk with them when they're flipping out. Little guy's having some problems right now, just controlling his temper when he's super tired. It's like, you and me both, buddy. Let's calm down and go to sleep. Sorry to yawn in everybody's face. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. Like, is that willful ignorance, or is that lack of empathy, so lack of awareness? Maybe both. But it's the same thing, like, if you see something, you need to do something, not ignore it. So the righteous consider the cause of the poor. There was one particular, where is he? If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there's no rest. Because you're just going to get yelled at and mocked and jested at. And I have a good friend I visited today, but man, trying to witness to him, it's something else. And then the conflation of the Christian denominations and Catholicism and some of the political issues swirling around that. It's hard to keep the discussion centered on Jesus and the gospel when it's like, but this guy and these priests and this thing happened. And it's like, people are evil. People are evil. And not everybody who claims Jesus is a Christian, right? And there are many churches that claim to be Christian churches, and I'm using like the big, like denomination churches that are, they're not Christian organizations. So, yeah, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Same thing. You can't regardeth to not know what your kid's up to or what they're doing or try to correct them. I heard some interesting takes on parenting in a lecture while I was driving home. I got to try to find that book. And, yeah, kind of find a different tack, because if talking's not working, then why are you going to keep doing it? But you can't give up either. So, seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There's more hope of a fool than of him. Yeah, because if you spout off constantly, you're going to say foolish things. You're going to make yourself look foolish. This is bad in general. So, zip it. Just hold it in. It says up here somewhere, like, instead of just saying everything, just you hold it all in. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. Let your emotions cool down. Let your thoughts coalesce. Let them flocculate. And then see what comes out. Then speak low and slow. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm super on point with this chapter tonight as far as my commentary, but just what's speaking to me. Yeah, this is 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare. Whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. That relates to yesterday, right? Verse 1, where the wicked flee when no one pursues. But, now I'm going to butcher it, but basically the righteous are at rest. They're at ease. Same thing here. So you put your trust in the Lord, send it. It's all good. I can rely on God. So many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. Just like another verse, the Lord can direct the king's heart like a stream. So you can appeal your case to who you like, but the Lord will deliver judgment. And I'm just feeling this today. This is what I'm ultimately feeling from this chapter. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. You can be anything you want in this American culture. Anything, anybody. I'm God, you're God, we're God, the Rock's God, whatever. But Jesus can't be God. He's not invited to this party. And it's because of this right here. Because he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Christians that are really pursuing Jesus and living a Christian life, we're either brought to the party to make fun of, or we're just not invited to the party. And that's cool. I'm not even from here, bro. I'm not even from this world. I'm just passing through, being transformed. But I think that speaks volumes, right? It's like that's why we have such a visceral reaction to so many things like going on in the culture. But so many people and things in the culture are like, Jesus, Christians. Part of that, including my experience today, which has been multiple times before, is like people don't understand who Jesus is. The gospel's been perverted, or at the bottom, they've been hurt and they've rejected that message because it's just easier to not confront some of it. So pray for your friends, man. Both the saved and the unsaved. With that, I'm going to call it a night. I don't even think I've got time to get to work to put in any work, and that's okay. I had a long day, a long night, and going to hang out at God's house tomorrow, and then going to hang out at my friend's house and have fellowship with some other brothers and sisters in Christ. So, giving this house church thing another whirl, but people are people. So you got to set your expectations, right? I'm a people. I'm going to let these people down. I'm going to hurt them. I am going to make a bad joke or say the wrong thing, or people are people, and groups of people, you know what I mean, occasionally do the wrong thing, hurt each other, but it's about learning to function within a community and to love each other and to provide the love of Christ to each other. So, we're not perfect, but our boss is. Go with God. Be blessed. Keep your eyes on Jesus.